Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a few weeks. I've been working a lot of Christmas stuff. It's been my birthday. It's been just holidays, and it's been crappy weather, so I haven't been working outside, and so we've got a stockpile of nonsense to get done. But today we're gonna dive into this front TTB Dana 50. I coil sprung converted earlier this year. We're gonna put some parts on it. I got some billet parts from Solo Motorsports, but we'll dive through the suspension, kind of look at it, see what I did back earlier this year before I ever YouTubed anything, and then throw these parts on and get it back on the ground. Should be a really quick project today. We're just doing coil spring seats that are billet now instead of the factory cast ones that Ford does. So let's check it out. All right, so it's my son and I out here today, but we gotta get this thing up off the ground. We what are you doing, Ted? We got to get this thing up off the ground, get the wheels off it. I'm going to throw it on some jack stands. I'm actually going to measure for some new shocks today. I think I'm going to throw on some, I might go coilovers. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up there, but I'm probably just going to do some nice bypasses up front from Radflow is what I'm thinking. But we'll see what happens there. So I got to measure for shocks to see what I can do there. And let's get this thing up off the ground. All right, so I told you I'd show you kind of what this coil spring conversion is all about from Solo. And so here's the details of it, guys. It comes, you're going to hear my son smacking a hammer in the garage, so bear with me. But it comes with radius arms, so you will get rid of your leaf hanger. That's my leaf hanger there. I actually just cut it off, so it doesn't have any clearance issues there. It comes with the brackets, coil springs, the shocks, the buckets, and all of that you need to convert it, as well as the beams. And the beams are cut and turned so that it'll still align right. I have probably almost 20,000 miles on this truck, and it's spectacular, guys. It rides so nice. It is a lot of work to get this kit done. I don't want anyone to think it's not. It is bolt-on. I mean, you had to do some cutting, but there's no welding required. So it is a bolt-on kit, but there is nothing that you would have to weld. But it does take some work. You have to pull apart everything. You got to get, you have to completely break down and rebuild your axle. So you get all new I would buy all new bearings and seals at that time. But guys, this thing rides spectacular, and it absolutely has some awesome travel. I mean, look at this. I mean, that is a ton of wheel travel for a 3/4 ton truck, especially one that used to ride like a covered wagon. So that is pretty awesome. All right, so something that I suspected here is actually that my shocks are my limiting factor for down travel. And I knew this, or I suspected this. I'm not strapped or anything. I could strap it and keep it, but I am limited here by my Bilsteins. It's a weird shock setup. I mean, it's a factory OBS Ford, shock tower, and they work well, but with a stem top and an eyelet bottom, with the weird travel I have there, I mean, this will pull a ton of travel. As you see, I mean, I've got a boatload of travel, but it's just a weird shock configuration. So you see some people, you can throw that away, buddy. So you see some people go coilovers. I mean, I've got some good buddies who are running coilovers on this setup. My pockets aren't that deep, plain and simple. I just don't have that kind of dough for this. So what I'm going to do is try to get a custom shock, or a shock from Radflow that they have, that will be a longer travel, similar collapsed length, and they'll just ride much better, as well as give me a little more down travel. So we're going to, first off, we're going to pull the shock to measure it. I mean, I don't mind the amount of down travel I have, but I'd love to have more. So we're going to pull the shock real quick and see what I can measure this as full droop at. All right, so I mean, as you can see, I could have a couple more inches of travel here on my shock. Now, can I find a spec that will get me there and still get my full collapse length that I need? I'm not sure, but I could pull another 2 inches here probably of down travel at the at the radius arm, which is obviously a lot more when you get out to the wheel. So we're gonna measure it. We're gonna see what that kind of pencils out to, and see how close we can get to. You know, I don't want to go with a shock with too much down travel, but doesn't give me my collapse length that I need. So it's kind of a fine game here. So I'm gonna get some tape and see where I'm at. So at a true full droop, I'm at 23 inches. Again, that's max there. It's 23-inch droop, you know, or extended length that I need. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a shock that's short enough with collapse length to hit that. So we'll test it out though. We'll see where we can get once I pull this pull my coil here. So what we got to do now is pull the coil so that we can replace this lower mount. And so what we're going to replace them with. Nope. How this is going to go on is it's going to go on just kind of as a factory bucket will. You know, sit it there so it's just got, you know, a billet seat on there. Still has your, you know, your factory, you know, your top cap here that you'll need to put in, you know, in your spring. And so we'll still be good there. Good to go on all that. I've got my upper already in. I'm not going to flip that around. It's good to go. I don't need to replace it for any reason. It's solid. So anyway, I'm just gonna run this on, try to get it lined up here, and move it back up. All right, so that's what it takes to replace this this coil bucket or coil spring seat with the billet one from Solo. It's fully locked in now. If you were doing this on your own truck the very first time, you will have to cut these down, which is the base of what it goes through. You'd have to cut these down because the mount inside the axle is shorter than what this is, and it's not a through hole. But other than that, it's really straightforward. Obviously, I've already done this before. You know, and had the full coil spring conversion done. So, you know, guys, I appreciate you being here with me today, checking out, you know, the Solo Motorsports Leaf Delete coil spring conversion on these trucks. They've got a ton of flip and travel to them, and truthfully, they ride better than anything I've owned. I mean, they ride so good. They way outperform my Bronco how it rides. I think it rivals, you know, a new pickup, which is unbelievable if you compare it to what, you know, what these things rode like prior to that, like a darn covered wagon. So, appreciate it, guys. I'll see you next week.